Hi, my name is Jack Smith, and I'm the inventor of the GlideLok, and I'm going to show you how to install the GlideLok. The tools you will need is a GlideLok, a pencil, a screwdriver, and a drill. If you purchased the optional rod set, you'll first use a number 2 Phillips drill bit or screwdriver to remove the screws from the rods. Then, position your rod under the track and reattach the screw. Stop once the screw won't go any further to avoid stripping it. The screw will not go down all the way, and that's intentional. You'll want some wiggle room so the rod will slide easily on the track. Now, repeat with the second rod on the other side of the GlideLok. So you're going to put the GlideLok on top of the door with the U shape facing out, just over the doorknob, about 6 inches from the outside edge. With the pencil, mark the spot where you're going to drill the hole. Or, for even better accuracy, close your door and slide the peg above the GlideLok U-shaped piece. Use the screw to mark the exact spot you want to drill. Break out your drill and drill an 1/8 of an inch pilot hole in the door frame in the spot that you just marked. Slide the peg over the screw and screw it into the top of the door frame until it's hand tight. Now when you close the door, the GlideLok will slide right over that peg and your door is now secure. There are tips and tricks when installing the GlideLok when it's not a perfect installation. So the first one is, if the GlideLok does not slide smoothly on the door, I use a votive candle and use the candle wax to lubricate the friction points on the door and the GlideLok. If you bought the optional rod, lubricate the rod tracks too. If the space between the top of the door and the door frame is too tight, I use a belt sander on top of the door to take off just 1 millimeter so that there's clearance for the GlideLok. If the door fits too tight against the door frame, I use a small rubber bumper to create a tiny gap so that the GlideLok will slide smoothly. If you're installing the GlideLok on a door that has weather stripping, the weather stripping may need to be removed, but you're only taking off about 6 inches. When you're installing the GlideLok on an exterior door, you will probably need to remove the space bar. If you have problems with the GlideLok sliding too far in one direction or the other, I use the small rubber bumper again to stop the GlideLok from sliding. If the peg will not stay secure in the door, you may need to get a longer screw to screw into the door frame. If you still have concerns installing the GlideLok, please email us at the email provided at the bottom of the instruction sheet, and we'll do our best to help you install it correctly.